At the rally in Hisiu village, Prime Minister Peter O'Neill, who is the People's National Congress party leader, spoke highly of his candidate Paro Aihi. He said when forming the government in 2012, he approached leaders who could help him form the government and implement policies that could transform the lives of ordinary Papua New Guineans. He did approach Mr. Aihi, and his contributions resulted in the 700 million kina allocated for the education sector free education policy.
I made a decision earlier that despite Central Province having 3 ministers in cabinet, I knew that I could not leave a presence of quality outside of cabinet. So I did not have a hard decision to make. And that is that I deliberately brought Paro Aihi into education because he cares for our people.
The National Service Policy that will be introduced in 2015 is no exception, as Mr. O'Neill says it will reduce the number of street kids and make them useful in their communities.
That is why we're introducing national service for those kids who are not able to go to universities, not able to go to colleges and all the other institutions of education in the country, so they can go to national service so that they feel useful in their own country.
He further explained that the next few years will be challenging for the people of Kairukuhiri and the country as a whole, and urged public servants to work harder to implement much of the government's development plans. He also urged the people to choose good leaders who will help him to achieve this. An issue close to the heart of the Kairuku people is the buai issue, most of them victims of abuse by buai sellers. The former member echoed the people's plea, and it was fortunate for them as the Prime Minister was on site to give his assurance.
I want to ask you, Prime Minister, to build a Mekeo market. And Prime Minister is saying this to me to announce, managed by the Mekeo people.
Bridget Komatap, National MTV News.